Thanks a lot for joining us here on KC2. This is the Purpose Rwanda show, and I am Lavi Mutanganchuru. As you already know, Purpose Rwanda intends to create a positive, addiction-free, and purposeful generation. We do that by inviting different guests, of course, and we choose that one topic that, of course, aligns with that vision of ours, and then go to discuss about that topic and show the clear steps that you can, of course, follow, and then live a purposeful, positive, and addiction-free life. Today, joining me is Diana Umurungi, who will be helping us to understand the topic of today, which is overcoming obstacles of purposeful living. Thanks a lot, Diana Umurungi, for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, maybe before we even go any further, you can start by telling us who is Diana Umurungi.
Okay. In short, I'm Diana Umurungi, and I am a motivational speaker. Whenever I get time, when I get free moments, I have to speak with youth. So I am a friend to the youth, girls and boys, and I'm delighted to be here.
Thanks a lot. I think many of our viewers were longing for that time when we'll be inviting a female or a lady or a woman, because most of the times we used to invite men only, and of course. But today we try to, of course, be gender inclusive, and of course invite women to come also and share with us how to live a positive, purpose-driven, and addiction-free life. As I said earlier, today we are discussing about overcoming obstacles of purposeful living. Diana, maybe as we start, how do you define a purposeful life?
A purposeful life is a life where you set the goals, the right goals, and your values to move within this world. Yeah, so a purposeful life is a life that will give you a positive, the positive way of living that will help you to live positively and achieving your goals, your life goals, your objectives, and all that. That is a purposeful life. A person living to his calling, living to his talent, living to his values, and living a focused life with a goal set. Yes.
Maybe before we even go to the benefits that come with living a purposeful life, how does one know his or her purpose in life? How do we know our purposes in life?
Okay, knowing, by the way, having said what the purpose life is, we have to know that knowing your purpose is not all that easy. You have to live with people who help you to identify yourself.
Yes.
When you're lucky enough and you are born in the family where there is they have this kind of line, the goals, they will help you to understand your values, looking at what you're good at, and then knowing you, and then that process, they will help you to find your purpose in life. Yeah, and that is when you're still young.
Yes.
But as we grow, and we're about 20 or 22, 23, 24, you start figuring out who you are by yourself. And then you say, okay, I love being in media.
Yes.
I want to be a journalist. And then I want to be in politics. I want to be a politician. Then you start figuring out, how do I reach there? How do I figure myself from other things that are surrounding me, other people? How do I identify myself? And then how do I work towards achieving or going to my purpose in life?
Okay.
Yeah.
If I got you right, there are two ways to identify or know your purpose in life. First of all,
there are many.
There are many.
Okay, but
two of many.
Yeah.
Yes, two
Let
of
me
many.
mention those.
Yes. So one of them is when people tell you what you're good at, your peers, the people that surround you, and then the second one is when you grow up and, of course, tend to know what you're good at, what you love most, and shape, put the clear steps that you'll follow to reach where you want to reach. Then going back to our topic of the day on the obstacles that come with trying to live a purposeful life. Before you even go to the obstacles, what are the benefits that come with living a purposeful life? What do we benefit, like you as a person and then the community at large?
Okay, the benefits. First of all, when you live your purpose life, you benefit a lot because it will help you to, like I said before, to identify yourself from many within the surrounding.
Yes.
It will help you to set goals of life.
Yes.
And then you know that your goals are this and this to achieve your objectives. And then you live a happy life because you have no stress. You live what you love what you're doing because you have identified your purpose. So those are the benefits. When it comes to going to work, by the way, many people wake up like they always say Monday roads or like after the weekend, you don't feel like. But look at the people who have identified their purposes.
Their purpose in life.
They cannot wait to go to work on Monday. They cannot wait to work on Friday when they know that other people are breaking. They're going to parties.
Yes.
For them, they are thinking, oh, what do I have to do now? What else do I do? You know. So the benefits are, you have identified yourself, you have identified something you love, you have worked or you're working on something you love, and then you have this courage, you have this,
You're self-motivated.
Yes, you're very motivated to work towards what you're doing. That is when you have identified the purpose, your life.
Yes.
That's the benefit.
Yeah, there is this saying in Kinyarwanda that I can do the direct translation that says, when you know what you want, you don't take whatever comes your way. So I think when you are already aware of your purpose in life, you don't take whatever comes your way. You agree with that?
Yes, I agree with that. Because the moment you are not aware of yourself, everyone else will come and tell you to move here, and you move.
Yes.
You move within other people's goals.
Yes.
But once you identify yourself, you identify your goal, then you know that you have something to achieve.
Yes.
There is a lot that you are trying to achieve. You do not even have time to start running after
this and that.
And that and that and that. But you have to be a person, you always be a person that focuses on what you want, and then when you focus, of course, there's an achievement. Yes.
Yes. Are there some obstacles that come along the way to knowing your purpose and living that purpose?
Yes. When we are growing up, I want to give you an example. When I was growing up, when I was still around 20-something years, now you see my age.
Yes.
Yeah, but then at 25 years, yes, I had obstacles. I tried to find my purpose, and it wasn't easy.
Yes.
It came up. I had this issue of fear. Yeah, how do I now move to something that I want? My parents want me to do this.
Yes.
My friends are here, so they want me to do this. And then how do I, at the end of the day, how do I fit in my purpose? So I found myself stagnant. And this happens to many youth. They find themselves in crossways. They don't know which way to take. And at the end of the day, they find that they have lost it. Yes. And by the time they wake up, around 30 years, 30-something, then they say, oh, I wish I had done something better. I wish I had taken that decision. I wish I had, this. The obstacles are always like fear, like lack of time management, thinking, okay.
You still have time.
I have time.
Yes.
I have tomorrow. I have, when I think of the worst things I did in my 20s, I'm like, I wish I could have the clock turning down, and then trying to bring back that time.
Yes.
Yeah, so
it's not possible.
It's not possible. Time has gone. You can never wait for time.
Yeah.
I mean, time will always run. You have to run after time.
Yes.
So, Yeah, so that is an obstacle. It's a very big obstacle that affected my life. I didn't know my time. It was timing. I didn't know the timing that I was in. I didn't know. Yes, I had fear.
Yes, you were afraid of
I was afraid
risks.
taking decisions, taking risks. Yeah, and then another way is being taken up by the situations around me, thinking, okay, time will always be there,
yes,
and I have to enjoy this time. I have, stuff like that.
Yes, yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's very common. And one point that you brought out, which I think many people face nowadays, is that fear. Like you tell yourself, how will people see me if I do this? What if I don't do it right? What if I don't do as people expected me to do it? What will happen after that? And it's very common. I personally also faced the same thing when I was about to enter the media sector. Like I was having that fear. What if I say the wrong word over the right word? So it happens often. Then one question that one would ask is, how do we overcome these obstacles?
Okay, first of all, there's always opportunity to overcome the obstacles. Yes, create that time for yourself. Say, now I have to live a purposeful life. You begin with setting goals. Set goals, then work towards the goals. Say if you're just a junior staff, you just entered the organization, make sure that your goal is to grow, and then whatever you don't know, learn from others, grow your career. Not only growing your career, make sure that you go to school, whatever you earn, add your degrees, add to your career, and then, have something. That is setting a goal of yourself. And then make sure you don't have excuses. Eliminate something like excuses. Many people, youth, they always have excuses. Something that you should accomplish today, do not push it tomorrow. Because never know, tomorrow is something else.
Tomorrow is not ours.
Yes. And when we're juniors, now we're talking to people in 20s, most of the time. When you're in junior years, and we are in organizations, your growth will depend on how your inputs. The moment you impress, the moment you work hard, the moment your bosses are saying, and then they will help you to grow. That is eliminating that obstacle that would put you back. But because you have the purpose to be a CEO, to be someone in the future, so eliminate some of the obstacles like excuses. Learn to have time management. Learn to set goals for yourself. Then identify yourself from many people.
Yes, that's very true. That's very true. And maybe coming back to that one obstacle called fear, if you can focus on it for a minute or two, how does one overcome the obstacle of fear in the pursuit of purposeful living?
Okay, fear, everyone has fear. You know what? Even before I step in the studio,
you were afraid.
I get, you fear. When you go for an interview, before you enter there, the first few minutes, you fear. When you have a speech, you fear. It's something normal. But then do not let that fear take away what you have. Focus. Have focus. Eliminate the element of fear. If you need to, if you need to do something, have time to practice. Practice it. And then get the knowledge. Some of the things that youth do is to embarrass themselves. And then another thing is not to learn. And then another thing that has come lately is to think that everything works like a computer. It comes,
in a
so
blink of an eye.
Take your time. Learn. Learn. And then learning will give you experience, and experience will take away the fear.
Yes.
Will make you grow, have
Yes.
the confidence, and will make you grow. That is the time. You have to learn every day, every
Yes.
day, every day, every day. So within that aspect of learning, then you're taking away the fear. Then you're confronting your fear.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then as a Christian woman, I'm a Christian woman, and I pray.
Yes.
You pray. Because the Bible says that, okay, now I'm the Bible. The Bible says that
Yes.
I have not given you the spirit of fear, but the spirit of sound mind.
Yes.
So you know that when fear comes, it's an attack.
Yes.
And it can go anytime.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's very true. And yeah, I really agree with you, because there is this saying that goes like, fear is just a feeling.
Yeah, it's a feeling.
And a lot of people say that you just try and fail, but don't
fail to try.
Yes, you can give it a try and fail on the way. And if you even fail, don't like give up.
Yes.
You don't have to give up. The takeaways that I got from Diana is that fear is just a feeling. You just take your time and do whatever you have to do. Don't rush it. Nothing comes in a blink of an eye. You're not getting it in an hour or two. It's something that takes time. And that's even the meaning of growth. Growth is, it takes time. It takes time to grow. A baby doesn't
grow within one day.
Within one day or a month. It takes days, it takes months, and even years. And also, one more thing that she said is that we have to learn from others. Every day you have to learn from others, whether your workmates, whether your classmates, the people that are around you have to learn from them now and then. Maybe one question that one can ask Diana, what role does the community or the surrounding has in helping people live their purpose?
Okay, communities play a very critical role in the growing or the identifying of someone's purpose. If we look at where we live, like offices or something, so you have to learn from them. If you found them, you have to learn from them.
Yes.
And then communities is just a set of people with set of values, and you have to have a belonging of the community. Once you identify the community where you belong, then you know that you contribute, and then the values, you're growing the values, you're being somebody better. So it's always good to identify yourself with the community, with the people, find other people, and then people who are better than you. Within that circles you can learn. But also there's a community which is very bad influences. And this is where normally the youth fail.
Yeah, that's it.
They fail in being within other people who have failed actually. And instead of taking them to higher level, they are pushing them down.
Backwards.
And then they find themselves suffering within that area. They cannot move. So make sure within that community you can identify the right people you can connect with, and then those right connections will help you to achieve your goals and will help you to move to another ladder. So focus, the community is so good when it is the right community, and the community is so bad when it is the wrong community. And normally the youth happen to have bad community because normally they go to bad influencers because of things they see, a lot of things happening. Yeah, so it's always good to know to have the connections with the right people, and then the right people will help you to achieve your goals and set your purpose.
Yes, thanks a lot, Diana. One more thing that young people, as of those that we've spoken lately, one of the obstacles that they face is their parents. Like families like you want to be a journalist, let's say, you want to be a public speaker or anything of the sort, but your parents say that, you know what, we want you to be a doctor, we want you to be this and that, we want you to be a pilot, we want you to be, like, which message can you give to parents when it comes to, of course, supporting their children or their family members to live their purpose, what they feel like doing, what they are passionate about? Which message can you give to them?
Okay. For the parents, I'm also a parent. Times have changed. Whatever used to be so excellently before, like I don't know what I can say.
Being a teacher.
Yeah, being teachers, being lawyers, being doctors, pilots. Yeah, those positions or those professionals that were considered so keen in someone's life, things have somehow changed. Yeah. People who are working in media are achieving so
many
immense.
things. Yeah.
So people who are working in who are business, the business people nowadays are really making it in life.
Yes.
People who are working home and just in a computer, they are making it in life. Just help your kid to know what is best for him. Yes, let us advise them, but get to know where your kid is strong and help him to grow that talent that he has. Work with him or with her, and then mentor. Find a mentor for him. Mentor her, mentor him to have the purpose of his life. Not necessarily to be a doctor because you're a doctor. Not necessarily to be a lawyer because you're a lawyer. Not necessarily to be a soldier because you're a soldier. Let the kids have the opportunity to express themselves and to have their talent grow because the times have changed. Nevertheless, kids also have to listen to parents.
Yes.
Maybe my parents might be saying that if I continue studies, I would be a good lawyer, and then pushes me. Yeah, let's sit down and come to consensus, and then try, and yeah, let the kids understand the parents, let the parents understand the kids, and then it's a matter of a conversation, and then growing and following up the kids and know where they are good and supporting them.
Yeah. That's very true. It's a matter of conversation, sitting down with your children, and of course discuss and get to know what they are passionate about, get to know what they want to do in life. I can give you this example. When I was, before I joined the media sector, like many years ago, I used to love journalism. That was way back. And then my father wasn't, he didn't want me to do media. He was like advising me to do other things in life. But later on, he realized that I love this thing and I can do it, of course. And then he later became my biggest supporter. And ended up, of course, motivating me. So I think it also has to do with children being committed to what they want to do in life. It's not only parents getting to motivate you, but also how committed are you to do what you want to do in life. If parents see you loving something, doing it over and over, I think at the end of the day, they'll end up supporting you in one way or the other. Yes, one question that I also want to ask you is, what message can you give to young people who are watching us right now and they don't, as of now, as we speak, they don't know their purpose in life and they are thinking that maybe time is gone, I don't have more time, they want to give up. Which message can you give to those people, to those young people, especially who don't know their life in purpose yet? And of course, they have to live that purpose, but they don't know it yet. Which message can you give it?
The first message is it's not too late. It will never be too late. You can make a decision right now and say, if you have been doing things that are out of your passion, then say, this is my time now. I can set goals. I can identify myself. I know what I love. But one thing that I would stress on for young people, build your careers. Think about what you love, go for it, and then make sure you build that as a career. if you're focusing on your education, focus on education if you have chance. Focus on your education. Move forward. And then build that career. The career will put you into your purpose. And then when you reach your purpose, of course, it's a goal.
Yes.
You have set your goal, you have reached your purpose, and then, yeah, you're making impact in your life, your society, and even your country. Yeah, so it's never too late. Think about who you are, think about what you love, think about what you're doing right now. Yeah, because I know that many youth, they are not all that are lost, but many youth are getting lost nowadays. So make sure that you identify yourself. If I had more time, I always say that when we come to the world, there's this white paper which is very blank, which is very beautiful. It's up to you to feel it.
Yes.
You feel it with your life.
Yes.
You are a dot, just a dot within that white big paper.
Yeah.
And then the decision you make will either put you to consequences or it will put you to impact. It will give you the achievement or you will live to regret. So right now, just say that you are within that white paper, standing in middle. So you're waiting to make a decision. Make a decision where you will see the impact, where you see yourself reaching your goals and then achieving and going further, living a purposeful life. For yourself, for your community, and for your country.
Yes, yes, that's very true. And as she said, decisions are very, very, very key in this life that we live in today. The decisions that you make on a daily basis, the decisions that you make on a yearly basis, the decisions that we make in our day-to-day life are very essential in shaping the person that you want to become in the future. To remind you, we're discussing about overcoming obstacles of purposeful living, and we're joined by Diana Umurungi. And because of time, we have to conclude from here. But maybe if you have some departing words that you can give to people who are following us right now, what are your departing words to them?
Okay, my departing word is focus. Have a purposeful life, because life is so beautiful when you are in the purpose. When you have a straight line, when you are in your purpose. But it can also be difficult when you're scattered all over. But it's never too late. Right today, you can begin living a purposeful life, and you can make it. Yes. That's what I can say.
Right now, you can live your purposeful life. You can make it. Don't give up. And that was Diana Umurungi, who was joining us today. Thank you very much, Diana, for joining us.
You're welcome.
It's been a pleasure joining you, and we hope that even next time when we invite you, you'll of course honor our invitation.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, and this marks the end of our today's show, Purpose Rwanda. I am Lavi Mutanga Nchuro. Until next time, have a great time.